Gather around, one and all, for another exciting toy review with your boy, Captain Subpar, Jeremy. Today, I have something that I am very excited about, something that I've been waiting for a long time. You can probably guess what it is, or you probably just read the video that you clicked on, so you know exactly what it is. So my attempts at a surprise are in vain. But you can see that since I haven't put my boy, the white Tigerzord out here, that he's sitting here, he's wondering, he's just chilling. He's like, I'm cool and all that, But I'm by myself, I'm from season 2, I'm in PR, OG represent, but I'm by myself. Don't know why I was released first. Gotta get that Tommy love in there apparently. But I'm all here, I'm chilling, doing my thing. I need a friend. So where is that friend? Well, who could that friend possibly be? Bam! Thunder Megazord. Look at this beast. This beast. Like, for those of you who don't buy the Legacy lines, like, a Megazord box is literally 2 of these. It's 2 of these. This is double the size. This puppy, Toys R Us exclusive as all the Legacy line is, cost me a hefty $200. That's a bit steep, I know. I mean, regular Megazords like this bad boy, I believe he was like 60, 70 bucks retail. Actually now, this is my little tip for you out there if you don't know. He's on clearance at Toys R Us for like 40 bucks, 40, 50 bucks, something like that. So you're getting away with the if you didn't buy him initially and you still want him, it's the buyer's market right now. Saba too. I also saw Saba there at my local Toys R Us for about, I believe that was 50 or 60. So I mean, and that originally was closer to the $100 range. So I don't know what it says about the Legacy line as a whole, if these things are getting clearanced, but they're still making them. I'm still buying them, so there must be a market out there somewhere. So again, check this bad boy out. I don't want to belabor the point before I open this. I'll just tell you this. From where I'm coming from as a kid, I'll rest here, be cool like that. This was actually the first Megazord I had when I was a kid. I didn't have any of the initial Season 1 mecha. I got this Megazord. I actually never even had the Tigerzord. It was just the Red Battle Zord, the 4 Assault Team, I believe is what they call Assault Team. That was it. That's all I had for a while there. So to get this, I mean, it's a different kind of nostalgia, Like, I enjoyed getting the first Megazord, the first Legacy Megazord, because and the Dragon Zord, because it was just completely new. Same with Tigerzord. Now this is the first item that I actually had as a kid that I have a new version of. So it's going to be very interesting, compare and contrast. I have to go, the old one, I would show it to you, but honestly, it's not in great shape. It's at my parents' someplace, whatever. We're just going to crack this bad boy open. Let's take a look at the back first, though, quick look. That I like. As a kid, I wasn't a huge fan of the Tigerzord, mostly because I wasn't a huge fan of Tommy, to be honest. But it was kind of plain, It was a very generic white robot. Like the stuff inside the cockpit was cool. He's like shooting them fireballs. But that was neat. But this combination right here, Mega Tigerzord, that was where it was at. That was cool. That was fine for what it was. But this was the joint. I love this. I love the shooting of the bird. Just the shoulders, it was a fantastic deal. So to be able to make that for the first time ever, it's gonna be great. It is gonna be great. Slice. Open that side of that box. Donna. Put that aside. Instructions, keep them. Alright, little pieces of cardboard. Let's go through this little piece by piece. Here we go. The sword. Okay, first thing I see is, man, the detail on this. Look at that. Just the China, because for those who don't know, these Zords were from Die Ranger, which had a very Chinese influence on it. So that's kind of why you know, it's called the Shogun Megazord. I mean, people should probably get that, but man, look at that. Just the design. Just the, like, it feels like pretty similar length, but oh my gosh. Nice metal blade. That's what's up. Not like the plastic that I had as a kid. All right. Firebird tail. See the nice, the gold paint is just, it's fantastic. It's just, it's got just enough shine on it that it, you know, it's got the, you know, it sends the message that it's a nice gold finish, but it's also not too bright. It's not too gaudy. It's not that kind of metallic paint that over years will eventually kind of scratch and wear off. So they made some good design choices. Oh, and there's the staff. There it is. Red Battlezord staff. I know this eventually attaches. Fantastic. Who we go? Oh, what do we got over here? Oh, okay. Got the chain. Because if you remember from when the Megazord would use his final attack, and you put the sword back, you'd see the little chain rattling around. Very similar to the chain that is on Titanus. You know, the chain. So, very nice little detail. Another thing that was not in the original version. I assume that is a stability piece. Some sort of stability. That as well. I'm not huge on that. I feel like your design should be good enough that you don't need any stabilizer, so to speak, but I mean, sometimes you just, you know, it's your choices end up being accuracy or stability, and accuracy should always win out in that, so I can understand that. Here we got the assault team goes on this, and you know that if they, because you know the assault team would line up on this, and then the Red Battlezord would stay in the middle, and it would like do that. It's so silly, like there's not much to it, but it was kind of cool where he would just fly him up in the air and they just squash, and then he could attach a Tor. I don't believe we're ever going to get a Tor release, which is disappointing, just because you kind of want all the mecha if they're giving you as many as they are, since I know the Falcon Zord is already scheduled to come out next. But let's be honest, Tor was not great. Titanus was superior in all ways, shapes, and forms. So if they're going to skip anything that's going to cost me a lot of money, I would prefer it be Tor. I can live. And this is the handle. This I also remember from being a kid. Handle goes back here. Probably shouldn't be putting things together before I look at the instructions, but I know that much enough. That much my memory still holds. Here we go. And now we're getting to the actual meat and potatoes, as they say. The helmet. Oh, that's interesting. The helmet actually flips up, which I remember as a kid, it just attached. This would clip on, this would clip on, this. Actually, it's molded on. This part's molded on this time around. Got a nice little green gem on top. Get through the mecha now. Pterodactyl Firebird Thunderzord power. Here we go. Our first mecha. I mean, okay, I'll admit, as a kid I was kind of like, she's the Pink Ranger, why is her mecha red? But, and again, it's just the belt. So, but design-wise, yeah, it kind of has to be red, or else it would look really silly just having a pink belt. So I can deal with that. I can roll with that. Let's put the tail on to complete the look. Whoosh, Firebird. Whoosh. Or Phoenix, let's be real, it's a Phoenix. Next up, we'll continue the ladies' night as we get to, as Aisha would say, because she has this, she was kind of fast. She'd always go, "Subject Griffith Thunderzord power." Like, calm down, girl. I know you got the most words, but pump them brakes. The Trini and Aisha Zord. Griffin. Sorry, Griffin. There it is. I do feel a little bad for blue and yellow because in both main Megazords, they were just kind of shoes, kind of boots, you know, like the bottom legs, and they basically they look the same. They were very, very similar, pretty much the same exact thing. There's not a lot of detail in the sense of it's just a head attached to a body. The actual designs, when I say detail, now that is, I mean, look at this. Just look at the intricacies, and the gold works so well in the blue. Like, Billy's unicorn is dope. Let's be real. I mean, yeah, it's a unicorn. People can say anything they want to about unicorn, but that is fantastic. That is just a nice design. Now we're on to Mastodon Lion Thunderzord Power. Now, this is where people say that MMPR got away very, very lucky. For those who don't know, which probably isn't really many of you, but I'll just say it for the heck of it. When MMPR transitioned from Jew Ranger footage for Season 1 to Die Ranger footage in Season 2, they did not switch the suits, which meant that in Jew Ranger, there was a black ranger on the core team with the other 4 colors. On Die Ranger, it was a green ranger. And as you can see, there's a decent amount of green on the lion, but because of the scheme of the mecha as a whole, there's also a lot of black. And I don't know about you, but as a kid, it never really came to mind like, this belongs to a green ranger. They said black ranger, I saw this, naive kid, colors were good enough. Okay, never crossed my mind. So, I mean, I guess they got lucky there. And I'm pretty sure they didn't switch the suits simply because it was a global phenomenon. It was very recognizable. If you switch the suits out and you change one of the core rangers' colors, I don't know. Why mess with the formula, you know? So they went full 3 years with it while the big boom was happening before they switched over in Zeo. I understand it. It's cool. It's disappointing that we didn't get to see the Die Ranger suits. They're probably my favorite suits of all time, even after decades later, you know? But it happens. Anyway, the design of the lion. I was always a little bummed out that I kind of feel like he was gypped because, I mean, let's be real. That there's nothing back there. Like, this is supposed to attach somewhere, I believe, but it doesn't in this version. Maybe there's a way I'll have to look in the instructions. Let me take a look. I should actually look at the instructions. Does it attach? It does. So that is an operator error. Oh well, I'll figure it out eventually. I will, I swear. Oh wait, oh, hold on, breakthrough. It doesn't attach the same way, because in the past, they had 2 clips on the bottom. Here, there's just one that folds out. And it goes in. It goes in. I swear it goes in. That's what she said? I don't know. Okay, there, see? One clip that clips in. So it just kind of hangs there, you know, it's not much. It's kind of like a chopped off lion. Well, he didn't, you know, most of the shots of him, you only saw him from the left side of the screen, just the front of him. It's cool. We can get past that. All right, get the box out of the way so I have more room to work with. And here we go. Wow. The first thing I'll tell you as I hold the Red Dragon Thunderzord is that his legs are much, much more flexible. Like, I'm seeing pivot joints here. I'm seeing full knee joints down here. Like, maybe it's a little, I believe it's a little smaller. It feels a little smaller than the old version, not a lot. But just the shine on this bad boy, like, look at that. Like, that is something. Uh-oh, he's leaning back. So he's got a little bit of a lean problem, but for the most part, I mean, look at that bad boy. That is some nice work. Nice work, Bandai. I'm digging it. All right. Look at, okay. Yeah, they're very detailed on their instructions. Sweet, merciful crap. I'm going to try to just combine, I'm just going to try to detach this from memory. I mean, I assume it'll be a little different, but it couldn't be that different, right? Leave the arms folded down like that. You fold this up. Yeah, like, I mean, some of the connector pieces aren't exactly the same, so to speak. but for the most part, like it's all, you know, it's done the same way. It's, and again, like the Thunder Zords were a bit more complicated, I would say, to do anything with them as opposed to the initial Megazords. So doing it from memory is a little more difficult than you might think. Okay. Okay. Alright. They've got a power and force that you've never seen before. They've got the ability to morph and to even up the score. Go, go, Jeremy can't sing. He's not very... Oh my god. Okay, check that out. Like, the neck. Like, see how the legs are so flexible there that, like, it actually looks like kind of scaly, like, neck. Like, I am digging that. That is very cool. Hold on. And then the tail. Okay. Okay, I see what you're doing. I'm picking it up. Again, slightly different than the initial way. Because in the initial, see, because this part folded out of the foot, and normally it was this part was one whole thing, and you folded it out in the old way. So, same but different. Same but different. Okay. Sorry, I gotta keep talking. I know I do. But I'm just staring at this, and I'm trying not to completely, like, fanboy on you. I'm holding myself in. I'm very reserved. You should probably be giving me a lot of credit right now. You should probably be, you know, big ups to Jeremy. I know you are. I know you're rooting for me, kid. So there we go. That's pretty much it. I mean, I could fold those out a little more. But, yeah, that is the... Let me take a look to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Let me look at the box. Yep. That is your red Dragon Thunder Zord. In Zord mode, I guess, instead of saying battle mode for the other version. But, God, it's so flexible. You know, like it's got a lot of the size of the old version, but it is small enough that it still gives you a lot of really cool details. Like it's fantastic. And now let me set him aside. Carrier Zord, bring him out. The assault team, not Carrier Zord. Get it right, Jeremy. Get it right. Okay. So, now I'll put these on the right side. So there's little pegs in here. Nothing too fancy. They're really not even, I mean, you know, they're just there to kind of set in. They're not really, you know, they don't clip, so to speak. They just set in there. Okay, set that in. And then, all right, we got the 3. And then Firebird goes, I know in the back, but I'm trying to see if there's a clip, an actual clip of some sort. Oh, Salt Team stuff's over here. Okay, that's where this goes. Because this is not a stabilizer for the main mecha. Apologies. It goes in, okay, backwards like this. Like this. Clip that in the handle. The 2 clips that are used for the belt. There we go. So she's chilling, doing how she do. I will put him back very quickly because I remember this from childhood. And now that I have had a little bit of practice, Little bit of practice. Come on, speed run. Speed run. Bam! Speed run. Told you. MLG Pro. I just 360 no scoped it. Just saying words. Okay, he's got his little feet. Kick him a little feet. Kick him a little feet. And there we have it. Well, he's doing his gangsta lean, but alright. Bam! Assault team assembled. Fan-freaking-tastic, folks. And now here's the moment you've all been waiting for. Assemble as we create the Thunder Megazord. We will once again do this mostly from memory. I know the arms go like this. Assuming everything works in the same way that it used to. And these pivot. Like that. That I remember. That is a go. And then make sure. Okay, yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I always got the legs confused in my mind. I mean, I'm sure they only just assemble one way, but I always had to think for a second, like, who's on which side? Oh, let's see. And that, check this out. Little pieces here that you have a nice kind of like a gunmetal kind of flat. It's not actually metal, but it's definitely a very sturdy piece of plastic, and it has that nice sheen on it. Also, while I'm thinking about it, it's cool not to have to put stickers on like you did back in the day, which was fun as a kid and all that. But let's be real, you're a kid, it's hard to get them exactly the way you want them. You can get them pretty close, but it's good not to have to do it. Even as an adult, I don't trust me. Maybe you trust me. If you do, much love, but you do what you do. One minor complaint I will say this is that you see how on one side is normal and the other side you always have to put the little holes where the screws are. I believe in the other one, in the original version, they actually knew to alternate the sides so that the holes were in the inside for both pieces. That does not seem to be the case here, because the holes are exposed on that side. But it's a minor quibble. You know, you're not going to hear much out of me here. I'm going to be honest. This is my fanboy video. This isn't super critical. You know, unless something was missing. Anyway, on to the belt next. Firebird belt. I'm important. Girls doing hard work. Oopsie. Oopsie doodle. Last time I just got to be a piece of the chest, but now I'm a belt. Pink Ranger. Progress. Alright, got the belt part. Next, go to the big dog. Yep, this is totally the same. Totally the same. The little connector pieces that fold out. Head folds down. Does the chest open like it used to? It does not. In the original version, the chest actually opened, and they had little, like, tiny little figures. I mean, they were barely, like, a centimeter tall, and they were just flat colors. So, it wasn't much. But they are foregoing that here. Okay, chest piece on. Okay, I'm also noticing the hands are actually fully articulated. I mean, not fully because not the fingers, but like it actually fully opens, which is a very nice little touch. All right, arm one. Arm two. And the moment you've been waiting for. Uh-oh. Okay, there it is. Flip and down. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a Thunder Megazord. What else do I need? Let me see. Let me just peruse my little dealie. That all looks good. Jeremy is very smart. Jeremy knows what he's doing. Jeremy has a mind like a steel trap. Okay, everything I said was right there. Promise. Now I gotta attach this deal. What do they say is the easiest way to do it? They say okay, there's little clips. So, probably better if I took the freaking sword out so I had room to work with. Ermagerd. Okay, find the small part. There we go. That's one. Find the small connector part on this one too. There we go. Sword back in. And then it says take this and wrap it around so it looks super cool, you guys. Super cool. Oh, so super cool. I'm so super cool. Okay, and then there's little two connectors there to put the sword in. And that, everybody, is your complete Thunder Megazord. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. Let's put him next to his boy, Tigerzord. Yeah, obviously he's going to be bigger, because it's literally, I mean, let's be real. This Thunder Megazord is, well, he's kind of a little wobbly. Maybe there's a way to fix that, but, I mean, let's be real. He's basically one Zord wearing four other as armor. He really puts it on in that style and form and fashion. So, you know, he should be a little bit bigger. And, you know, on screen, they always fudged it. It didn't matter. As long as it was a standing up mecha, they were all the same size. Miracle. Right? So, there we go. I think the only thing I wish was that maybe if his sword was a little shinier, just because it would go a little bit better with it. But, again, minor quibbles. To actually have this, like, it's weird, because to me, since this was my first mecha as a kid, I have more nostalgia for this than I do the original Megazord. So having this is, it's that feeling that I guess everybody else had when the first one came out. You know, that I as much as I liked it, it's a different feeling. You know, you always remember your first, as they say. Now this is going to be fun for me because as I said before, I have never actually made the Mega Tigerzord formation. So I'm actually going to have to look at the instructions to make sure I'm getting it right. So again, bear with me. Alright, he's standing here. These fold like so. Oh, they detach. Okay. If you say so. Yeah, that's weird, because, like, even after I got the regular Tigerzord, I never tried to figure out, oh, this is where the Thunder Megazord is eventually going to connect. Like, I could see the places where it would, so I knew it was going to be a possibility. I just didn't really monkey around with it. So, that's new for me. Let's see. Arms up. Legs fold in. How? Open. It says open. Okay, like this. That's right. It's coming back to me. Fold up. Somewhat similar to the way the Tigerzord would pop his legs up to leave room for the blue and yellow. Just same difference. Again, isn't it weird how they both combine in very similar ways? Like, it was tailor-made for there to be two seasons that did the same thing in a row like that. That's crazy. turn. What am I turning? Doesn't seem like it wants to tell me what I'm turning. Maybe like that? Maybe? No, wait, no, but these are folded. Oh, these fold down. Okay, yeah, that's right, duh. These have to fold down. Oh, there's the connector pieces. Derp. Ah, yes, the helmet. I know how that folds. That much I remember, too. Alright, and now it is time to cannibalize you. Easy. Snap right out. Oh, I got tiny baby legs! I got tiny baby legs! Look at my tiny baby legs! Oh, these come right off too. For this combination. Right? Yeah. Fold back. Detach. Aha. Detach one. Detach two. That was terrifying. Totally real. That was super terrifying. I was like, oh god, I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna break it. Open. Oh, okay. There we go. See, that pops out the back. And it creates the more traditional, like, the universal connector that they use a lot now. I'm not a super big fan of it, but I'm sure it's so you can, like, combine the original Megazord with these new legs or something. It's, you know, not a huge thing either direction, but it's just something to think about. Something to note. Leg. That was pretty tough to actually get there, honestly. That was a tough fit. Okay, legs are attached. Now, cannibalizing the arms. Now I'm a crazy looking tiny baby. Alright, arms off and bam and bizam. Got that. Boom. Making money. Making money. Okay, here's where the other connector piece goes in now. You have to take this off. Which, honestly, that's why it folds. Because, like, you honestly have to fold this up to take this off the head. Now, which wasn't a thing of the past. So, I have this. Fold these back in. Find the connector piece, like so. So no matter which way it goes, it doesn't look like it. And this goes, where does it go? I thought I saw, okay, up here. Okay, in the middle. There, so you put a connector piece in the back. And then this slides. Ever so gently on the back, which I think is kind of cool because it gives it a bit more color. I think that's nice. I know that it's probably just throwing it there so they can say that they used the parts of the Zord, but it's a nice little touch. I am a fan. Like, okay. I didn't need to change that, but that arm's there. Okay, and now I need to take this connector piece back. The part that goes on the here, I guess it's also because it's still the same Zord that's being attached, so I guess it makes sense. And he just holds it. For some reason, well, I mean, it actually slides, so it goes like, see how the little piece connects there? So I guess it's got a little more to it than that, but I don't know. Anticlimactic for someone who never put this together as a kid. I was like, how does that connect in there? Oh, he just holds it. Okay. Cool. Good to know. But it does have a nice snug fit, so I give him that. That's pretty cool. That is pretty nice. And then simply, you take this off, the belt off, and fold that back, put the tail back on, attach like so. And then you gotta fold the wings back in. Oopsie. Oopsie poopsie. And there he is. He's holding his Firebird. Ready to be shot at enemies. Huh, for some reason I thought there was more to the hands, but I guess there isn't. Dang. Now that is nice. Like, again, I like the Shogun Megazord. I'm a fan. I'm still a huge fan of this wobble. Maybe there's a way to fix it. I haven't read online. It's not a bad wobble. But, oh man, that is the design for me. Like, that is fantastic. Again, not a White Ranger fan, not a Tommy fan, but this combination is fantastic. This is one of my all-time favorite combinations. I am all about Mega Tigerzord. Wow, I can't believe I'm done now. That is it, folks. This is the final formation that we will have for the Thunderzords, and this is fantastic. Like, I don't know if, you know, maybe I'll be regretting $200 later down the road, but for my money, like, this is worth it. Who knows? Maybe it'll get on clearance like everything else. Although I wouldn't bet on it. This is just me saying. I wanted to also give you this little message. A lot of the stuff in the Legacy line has gone fast, and some of it has gone slow. When it comes to the mecha, like my thinking is this: Titanus went fast. He was hard to find for a while there. I got lucky. I saw one on the shelf, and I nabbed it. But I know a lot of people had a hard time finding him, even though he did get his price chopped a little bit. And I feel like, even though this isn't the size of Titanus, it's still a pretty big item that they're not going to have a lot of. Like, a box that they open and put on the shelf has 2 of these in it. So, if I were you, and I was thinking about this purchase, and I was like, and you were thinking, man, maybe I could wait for it to be on clearance, I wouldn't wait if I were you. I would go grab it right now. I could be wrong. I apologize if I am and you end up wasting money in the long term, but this is just me, okay? Take it for what it's worth. To me, this is an A+ toy. It's fantastic. You need to go grab it. And that's it for me for right now, guys. I mean, I'm going to go play a little bit more with my friggin' Tigerzord, you know, my Thunder Megazord, all this great stuff, all these combos, all these sweet combos. I don't care if I'm a 30-year-old man. I'm going to play with this. This is fantastic. I do want to say, like I said before, I mentioned this in my last video, though, for those who haven't heard it. Ninja is wrapping up. Ju-Oger, I still don't know if it's supposed to be with a J or a Z. I've seen it both ways. I'm not sure. But Ju-Oger is starting this coming weekend, which means toys should be hitting the weekend after that, which means I will have toys within a couple of weeks, and I will have some more reviews for you. Until then, you know, like I always say, like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Do anything you can to help get this out there. I really appreciate it. And I'm not above begging. You know, I'd love to get this out there more. I think I got something to offer, folks. I got some stuff. I like to spend a lot of money on garbage to show you, so you don't have to spend money on garbage. But anyway, so, you know, get the word out there. If you have any suggestions, I am always open to them for things to review. Stuff from the past, you know, stuff that, you know, years old. I might have it. I really might, especially if it's been like in the last 10, 15 years. I probably have it, so I could review it for you if it's in the Super Sentai Power Rangers milieu. So until then, I will see you next time with another exciting Captain Subpar toy review. Thanks.